you want to sail around the world.
Yeah.
Would you like to do it like Kate Cotty or what?
No.
You don't want to go solo?
No, with friends.
You'd like to go with the crew?
Yep.
Well, maybe you'll find some seamen tonight. And number 2. No, you can't.
Sabrina is a comedy about a young woman with magical powers. And now we have a special visit from that show's bewitching star, Melissa Joan Hart. Hey, Melissa. Thanks for...
Can't find it. They're hard as rocks. They are. They are sort of a little... They're not the kind of I'm used to. Great at parties.
Oh, please. That's the oldest trick in the book. That trick so old mortals are doing it.
Let me try.
Aunt Hilda's supposed to toss me an enchanted hat. First pitch, high and outside.
Well, you have to start somewhere. Hilda, throw her a hat.
Second pitch, low and inside. Third pitch, she doesn't even wait for her cue.
Well, you have to start somewhere.
Harry,
Whoa, nice shot. Let's look at that again in slow motion. This politician becomes the unfortunate victim of a security leak.
Oh, no!
We'd like to show you that.
Which is something that I'm sure most of you haven't ever seen before.
This kinky Australian kinkajou has obviously never heard the phrase, no means no.
Stay balanced on the branches as it goes from branch to branch. Ooh, looking for a hiding spot there. But they actually eat fruits of the trees. Okay, we can hear the kids laughing in the background. You guys want one of these too, don't you? Do you need some help?
The reason I'm doing this is because this one's a python, and as you see, he won't bite because he can't eat me, and he doesn't feel scared. I don't scare him, so he won't bite, and he hasn't got venom. Now,
This guy thinks he's a snake expert.
Very difficult from a distance to tell.
The snake begs to differ.
I might have to cut him, he's biting my neck.
Elephants are such wonderful creatures. Here, a considerate pachyderm brightens the day of a lonely reporter.
Hey, Vern, look what your buddy Ernest brought you. A bright yellow case of those dairy fresh fruit drinks in 3 delicious flavors. Vern, plenty of vitamin C, and they're even great frozen. Cold, too, hits you right between the eyes. Vern, is that what you put in your coffee? Non-dairy creamer? Here's what you need, Vern, is these new little creamers from Dairy Fresh. Vern, look, give me that. Gosh, it's stuck to the damn thing. Hey, Vern, I am the genuine maitre d' of TV, a connoisseur of comedy. And I'm here to tell you, Vern, that... Just say what first.
Misery loves company, so stay tuned for more of the world's funniest outtakes. An acrobatic little ass, an inquisitive cameraman. What's the next swing gonna bring? A sky-high stack of amps. On top, a heavy metal rocker pounds his keyboard. What's the next verse? Excuse me while I kiss the stage. 2 female gladiators, a savage mid-air struggle. But how far will they go to hang on? Drive drunk, drive fast. Get off the road as quickly as you can. For God's sakes, don't try to walk drunk. If you are drunk, get in a car where you'll be safe. Go fast. Yes.
Ready, sir.
Oh, are we rolling that? Drugs and alcohol don't have to be a part of your early pregnancy test celebration. After a while, alcohol don't have to be a part of your homecoming celebration.
Channel 8 and CBS remind you to celebrate smart.
So take those drugs and alcohol, put them in a box, and send them to Dave's World. CBS Studios.
Thank you.
That's a joke. If you're a parent, you can't avoid watching endless hours of kids' TV. Some shows are unbearable. Some shows have a good message, but they're all chock full of outtakes.
Did you lose your tooth?
Uh-huh.
Did you put it under the pillow?
Yes.
And
On
what
this
did you
show,
find this
kids can
morning?
call in and talk directly to the tooth fairy. One little guy, while happy that the fairy left some loot under his pillow, is curious about a technical issue.
How did you get in my house without, setting off the security system? Oh, I'm
Here's one of those fascinating educational shows where kids learn to do as adults say, not as they do.
Before I light it, I want to really remind you that you should never, ever, ever play with fire or matches, ever. See, this experiment is not safe to try at home. Okay, I'm going to light this.
Madame Curie here should take her own advice.
There it is. You see, the fire's burning. Oh, can you observe any changes in the balloon?
Oh, the humanity!
We need the thing up. Are you okay, Dana? Did we get this on film?
Most screw-ups are followed by bursts of anger and foul language. But what do you think happens when mistakes are made in Mr. Rogers' neighborhood?
Sorry. Somebody's pulling you too hard. It's a little like a toothy, doesn't it? That's an ice cream that's made in the shape of a gorilla. Just going to take a bite of it.
He can't find it. It's a rock. Oh, poor thing.
It's real hard ice cream. Lady Lane said she'd rather watch today. You know, some people peel like that. See, there's somebody in there. Maybe I'll just lick it. Try it once more. It's such a good feeling to know you're alive. It's such a happy feeling growing inside. And when you wake up ready to play, I think I'll make a snappy new day. It's such a good... Hardly. Oh, well, thanks ever so much.
Mr. Big Shot movie star Eddie Murphy is a down-to-earth guy who can still laugh when a scene doesn't go as planned. In these clips from The Nutty Professor, it's clear that Eddie, who plays nearly every character you'll see, had tons of fun.
Professor Clump, the cages, what happened? They can't see me with your head there. Dr. Clump.
For all your research and
Get back in there. We ain't ready for you yet. Know what he's saying? Hold on, let me go deal with my girl. What's wrong with y'all?
I'm freaking out over here because Eddie's over here saying some wild crap.
Come on, Cletus, come on. Nah, it, come on. Come on, Cletus, come on. Come on, Cletus. Come on, Cletus. Come on, Cletus, no. Come on, come on. No, come on, come on. Come on, let's do this. Let's do this.
Daytime television is littered with soap.
You were the only one.
Let me make this as clear as I can, Dr. Francis. My wife is under the care of Dr. Stephen Royal, and we're quite happy with him. When and if we wish to involve Bay City General, you'll hear from us.
If I had it to do all over again, I'd do it all over you.
Do whatever it takes.
Commercial break with 49er Steve Young. He's supposed to get splattered with a face full of muck to demonstrate all the nutritious stuff in a power bar. But when the blender doesn't cooperate, Steve tries a Zen sports approach, becoming at one with the appliance. When that fails, a prop guy is called in from the sidelines.
3, 2, 1.
He too throws an incomplete pass.
You completely missed me. You from point blank range, you completely missed. Personally, I think he's better off buying a power bar.
More peaks that geeks and freaks when the world's funniest outtakes returns.
Coming up, Bill Murray, Matthew Perry from Friends, George Foreman takes on
The comic magician holding in a camera at night, I become Agent Joe.
Show me some moves. All right. What would happen if I were going to, how would you punch me, for example, if I was going to come up to you?
Well, first of all, I would not punch you. I'd kill him.
So here's a tip for you aspiring newscasters. If you're going to interview an unpredictable guy like Bill Murray, you better not dress stupid.
What have you been doing since you finished making school?
I think I'm going to do a history of the costumes of Australian television commentators. That little number you've got on today got me all messed up. It's nighttime here, but I'm not going to be able to fall asleep.
In a guest appearance on Talk Soup, heavyweight champ George Foreman has some trouble recalling the name of his own book.
George Foreman, Talk Soup promo, take 4. Marker!
Yikes. Hi, I'm George Foreman, and I've never even heard of Talk Soup, but I would like to talk about my new cookbook, George Foreman, Knock Out the Fat, Grill, and Hamburger. Let's do it once more. Hi, I'm George Foreman, and I never even heard of Talk Soup, but I would like to talk about my new cookbook. It's called George Foreman Knock Out the Fat Hamburger. Marker? Gotta get the name of my book in here. You did this to me. 2 minutes slap. Oh, sorry. Okay. Hi, I'm George Foreman. I've never even heard of the Talk Soup, but I would like to talk about my new cookbook. It's called George Foreman Knock Out the Fat Hamburger. What's that sniggering I hear up there? Come on, get hamburger out of my mind.
Should we order out?
Man's best friend has always been a reliable source of companionship, protection, and outtakes. Here, a bewildered pooch goes for an unexpected ride.
Papa?
Next, two sympathetic newsmen try to get a doggie adopted. Unfortunately, this pup has a problem.
Who do you have with us this morning, Mark?
This is Kelly.
Hello, Kelly.
Poor Kelly, let me explain something. Kelly got a little car sick. He's doing fine now, but he does not like traveling in the car. So if you're going to adopt Kelly, you might want to bring a kid. Kelly is a 13-week-old terrier mix, and he'll probably... Poor Kelly. And you can make Kelly your own through Operation Kindness. Kelly, we love you. Good luck, all right?
Not exactly a ringing endorsement for pet adoption, is it? This dog's name is Jose. Doesn't you know that nothing smells worse than a wet human? Thanks to surveillance cameras, it's getting tough for your average nitwit criminal to knock over the neighborhood mini-mart without turning into a TV star. These burglars are so cool and precise, you'd think they have ice water in their veins. Until the alarm goes off. Then they turn into the Three Stooges. Surveillance cameras aren't just for convenience stores anymore, they're everywhere. And they caught this next daring sticky-fingered pilferer. He doesn't care if you're naughty or nice, he's coming to town to steal your underwear. We call him Panty Claus.
New Sewickley Township Police caught 25-year-old Donald Ganshin in the act on tape. On 7 Wednesdays since June 1st, police say he followed the same pattern, coming to the same home and snatching panties and bras hanging out to dry on a clothesline. Worried the bandit's boldness could lead to a more serious crime, New Sewickley Township Police set up the surveillance camera. And like clockwork, on that Wednesday, Ganshin walked into their trap.
You can see him grabbing the panties.
When Ganshin was first arrested, he told police he was just driving by, saw the bras, and stopped to grab them because they make good slingshots. But for now, police have hung his daring panty raids out to dry. He's in the Beaver County Jail, awaiting a hearing next week.
I would say something about that story, but so far none of my comments have been cleared by standards and practices. Sometimes it isn't just criminals who are intellectually challenged. Many of our public servants don't exactly belong in a think tank.
At the Metro Fire Service's Public Open Day, we took a look at these cool-headed men in action. What happened? Stay tuned.
If your car's going to burst into flames, aren't you lucky there's a fireman nearby? Great, the fire truck's here. Anybody know how to use it? Is this guy looking for the manual or marshmallows? This is the way a bus normally looks. Rolling calmly down the street, driver properly seated. This is what it looks like when the driver's outside with his hand stuck in the door. Fortunately, there were some well-placed bushes. Before we go to another set of actual commercials, let's see if home improvement star Richard Karn can make an open and shut case out of what should be a simple garage door promo.
This Wayne Dalton front door is built tough. From the outside, Wayne Dalton is built tough. From the inside out.
Even Mr. Tool Time's blade gets stuck.
Then they wrap it in 24-gauge steel.
More fun from Idgits with Digits when the world's funniest outtakes continues.
Here they come, feature film outtakes from Friends star Matthew Perry. Diagnosis Murder, and something hot and spicy.
You were up at 4. You diced, sliced, minced, and mashed, all for this one moment. Too bad you were too tired to enjoy it. This year, call Boston Market for a Boston hearth ham or turkey breast and all the trimmings.
Hey, one at a time, boys. You'll get your chance to win. Just make a collect call. Use 1-800-CALL-ATT. We're giving away $5,000 every day. 1-800-CALL-ATT. You could win instantly.
The American Cancer Society says a healthy diet including Florida orange juice could reduce the risk of some cancers. The American Heart Association has certified Florida grapefruit and grapefruit juice as part of a heart-healthy diet. And the March of Dimes tells us the vitamin folic acid in orange juice could prevent certain birth defects. And don't worry, there are 96 million more trees where that came from. 100% pure Florida citrus. Are you drinking enough?
If anything goes wrong with your life in the next 10 years, we'll fix it. Life. It's a wonderful watch. With all the fun stuff you gotta do during the holidays, who's got time to cook? Pick up a Boston Market feast with your choice of entree, 3 sides, cornbread, and a whole apple pie for just $14.99. We'll even wrap it for you.
Ouch.
If you have earthquake insurance, prepare yourself for a real jolt. Consumer editor Tom Vakar has details at 10.
Fragrance for treasured moments. Trésor, Lancôme Paris.
The big holiday shopping bag. Your gift with any $20 Lancôme purchase at Macy's.
I think they have every car you could want on Stevens Creek Auto Row.
They're really bringing in a lot of new cars in.
Those are some nice-looking cars.
Oh, do I love it, man.
You have trucks, you have sedans, you got sports cars.
Little cars, big cars, sedans.
My wife told me if I came home with a little red convertible, that I was a dead pigeon.
Go to Stevens Creek Auto Road. You come, you choose what you want.
That's a little red convertible that I would like to have right there.
Can you imagine the end of hourly charges? Can you imagine unlimited access to millions and millions of people all over the world? Can you imagine unlimited access to everything on the internet and a whole lot more? Well, you don't have to imagine anymore, because now you can have unlimited use of America Online for only $19.95. No hourly fees and unlimited use of the world's most popular internet online service for only $19.95 a month. Don't wait. Be part of AOL, the #1 internet online service. Join today.
Diagnosis Murder is a show about doctors and nurses solving crimes and making people feel better. This is the way an actual scene appeared on TV.
Would you be so kind as to remove your trousers, Mr. Briggs, and lean over the exam table? Thank you.
But I thought it was just going to be a little poke in the arm.
Poke, yes. Little...
Here, Charlie Schlatter gives a diphtheria injection to the guy who plays his boss.
That's a very big needle.
It's a very big target.
Okay, just get it over with.
Okay. Oh, bye, diphtheria.
Then another doctor walks in.
Come on, Jesse, we gotta go. Ah! I was hoping I could get through life without seeing that.
But after seeing take after take of Michael Tucci's hairy derriere, Victoria Rowell decides to make it a moment that will last forever. Some moments in sports are the triumphant culmination of a lifetime of grueling effort and sacrifice, and some aren't. This gallant race car driver narrowly averted a disastrous wreck. What a hero. Klutz. Look how hard the cameraman is laughing.
But during racing, skydivers, a rock band, and stuntman Ken Maroney, the Human Torch, will also add to the entertainment. We believe Ken enjoyed a hot and spicy chicken pack for lunch. Right, Ample 10 Eyewitness News.
What a fish. Can you pick it up or you need some help? Can I help you?
Now you get a Peshek of Austria, reverse 2.5 somersaults with pike. Oh dear.
That first round throw.
Sometimes it's not only the athlete who falls apart under the stress of competition. Mishaps don't occur only on the playing field. Not even the host of the Outdoor Channel is safe.
Sluicing and high banking up there in the mother lode, and we were talking about the flood and so forth. Got a letter. Our camera just fell down. Thanks, but that stuff doesn't matter to us here on the Outdoor Channel because, you know, it happens. Anyway, here we go.
More fun inside the Blunder Dome when the world's funniest outtakes return.
Coming up, friend star Matthew Perry in exclusive outtakes from a brand new major motion picture.
So you think Santa will like these red and green M&Ms?
I don't know. I never met the guy. He does exist.
They do exist. Santa?
Hey, one at a time, boys. You'll get your chance to win. Just make a collect call. Use 1-800-CALL-ATT. We're giving away $5,000 every day. 1-800-CALL-ATT. You could win instantly.
On Mondays, the Wilsons always wore blue. On Tuesdays, they always played pinochle. And on Thursdays, they always ate Chef Boyardee. Then one Thursday, a can of new superiore ravioli accidentally dropped into Mrs. Wilson's bag. Superiore had a richer, redder sauce, firmer pasta, and plumper ravioli. In fact, it's preferred nearly 2-to-1. The Wilsons love the taste so much, they've been known to eat it on a Friday wearing checks. New superiore from Franco-American. It's not what you're used to, it's better.
Specialist, and sergeant. Beneath the ribbons on your chest will be the souls of those who came before. You will be an individual, but triumph as a team. You will know strength, courage, and compassion. You will win what must be won, achieve what must be done. Be all that you can be. You will be a soldier.
Suddenly, Matthew Perry of the hugely popular sitcom Friends has become a leading man in feature films. Tonight, we are fortunate to have some exclusive sneak preview outtakes from his new romantic comedy. It's called Fools Rush In, and it won't be in the theaters until Valentine's Day. But trust me, it's going to be a huge hit.
Guys here.
Action!
In this first clip, Matthew realizes that making movies is a dirty business. And here, Matthew has made up his mind to stay in the closet with a guy and a fish.
All right, look. This could cost me my job. But at 10 o'clock this morning, I'm sorry. Don't push me so hard in here.
I'm sorry.
A scene from 9.5 Weeks.
All right, strip. All right. He's laughing. You gotta cut. I'm sorry.
Well, folks, it seems that an hour is just not enough time to display the full spectrum of human inadequacy. But before we go, I would like to thank Eddie Murphy, Matthew Perry, Damon Wayans, Melissa Joan Hart, and all the people who helped make tonight's show possible. And also, I'd like to thank you, our lovely and sympathetic audience, because without your insatiable appetite for people getting bitten on the butt or taking a tee shot off the noggin, this production would not be possible or necessary. So, make a mental note. If you're going to run yourself over with a team of sled dogs or get locked out of your house wearing nothing but a babushka, please make sure there's a video camera handy, because our next Outtakes show is a brewing. So, for the world's funniest Outtakes 4, I'm Hans Christian Andersen. Thank you, and good night. Wouldn't be an Outtakes show without a few good, Save that. You must be thinking, God, they must not pay you much. Am I saying that? See, the next show is going to be nothing but outtakes from this show. I'm a family entertainer.